Welcome back. In this video, we're going to take a dive into email copywriting. Now, I'll be honest, this is one of my favorite parts of email. I really enjoy the copy process. And I think when I show you the way that I like to do it, you'll enjoy it too. So the first thing you have to do when getting ready to write email copy is to look awesome like this guy. So you're really going to need to make sure that you're getting some suspenders, a bow tie, guy or girl, doesn't matter, some really cool glasses, but most importantly, or maybe second and most importantly, is the pipe, and all emails should always be written on a typewriter, right? You need a classic typewriter or you can't write email copy. Now, obviously, all of that is not true, but it's fun. It's a great picture, and hopefully that was a little break from the monotony of this training. All joking aside, email copywriting, on top of being incredibly important in helping you achieve your goals, can also be very fun. And I think I'm going to break it down into a process that you'll agree, even if you're not a big fan right now. So let's kind of dive in. Now, the first trick to writing really great email copy is to start with what's currently working. Ask yourself, what copy is currently being used to generate leads and make sales? If you're in business, if you're selling things, if you're getting prospects, somewhere along the way, whether it's good copy or not, some copy exists. Always start there. Now, if you're brand new, or if you're starting a new business, or if you're really not versed in the business that you're working for, right? If you're a great classically trained copywriter, or if you're just great at email copy, and you may not be familiar with the now market that you're writing copy for, maybe you're a consultant, or maybe you're an employee with a new job, then I suggest you see what copy your competitors are using to generate leads and sales. That's a great way to dive in and do some competitive research. But let's talk about the areas of copy that you should be looking at before you can start writing your own copy. So first, in repurposing winning copy, you want to look at headlines. So if you have lead capture pages, if you have direct mail pieces that are going out, if you have sales pages, anything that's working, again, to generate leads or sales, what are the headlines? Like, what is the first big words on the page? All right, go ahead and pull those out, because those are important, especially if the creative or the copy's working. Next are hooks and leads. Right, so once a headline has grabbed someone's attention, now what is kind of the hook or the angle of the copy, and then what's the intro or lead? How are they starting to talk to the person to get them to become a prospect or a buyer? What are lists and benefits? These are really important, especially in email copy. What are the benefits listed? Sometimes these can be bullet points, sometimes they can be illustrated in graphics or percentages, but what are the lists or benefits used in existing copy? We should use those in email as well. What about proof and stories? Do you have anything that's being featured as a success story or social proof, whether it be from a client, a customer, or in the media? What's being leveraged to be presented as proof already that your product or service works? And how can we repurpose that in email? Now, I'll tell you, that's very easy to repurpose, and not only easy to repurpose, it's extremely powerful in the conversion process. And next is calls to action. So at the end of all the existing copy, what do they ask people to do, and how do they say it? So it's important for two reasons. One, what we're asking someone to do in creative, we should be conscious of in email. And two, the words that we're using to say it, right? How are we saying it? How are we addressing them? What are commonly used phrases that people are currently comfortable with and responding in a positive way to? These are the things that you should seek out in your marketplace and for your competitors. So that's the first kind of very important phase of email copywriting, is to aggregate all the sales copy that's working and to go do a little bit of research or competitive analysis on your competitors and see what's working for them. You need to start to build a swipe file of controls, right? A swipe file of control copy. Then your job becomes to leverage and beat the control down the road. So after you have aggregated all of this control copy, next you need to ask yourself the 4 magic email copywriting questions. And listen, I fully acknowledge the fact that that sounds incredibly cheesy. The magic questions, right? There's no wand, there's no magic wand, but I promise you, after we walk through these 4 simple questions, you'll start to see how writing email copy is very easy if you have any of the items we just talked about and you can answer these questions honestly. So let's go ahead and dive into those questions. Question number 1, and this is pretty important to start here. Why now? Now think about that for a second. You're asking your subscriber to do something, whether it's to opt in, right? To register for a webinar, to print out a coupon, to come to your store, to give you a call, to buy this thing. Whatever it is, you're asking them to do something. You're drawing from some of the relational credibility that you've built up with them. But why now? This is interruptive, right? We all have a certain number of focused hours in a day, and make no bones about it, email is interruptive. So if you're not going to go out of your way to answer the question pretty quickly in your email copy, why now? Then I may take offense at you interrupting my day. Your subscriber may do the same thing. So it's important to start the brainstorming process of copy with this question. Why now? Why should I care about it now? Is it new? Is it on sale? Is it limited or exclusive? Or is it timely? So think about it. If something is brand new and you care about it, right? If you're launching a new retail location, if you have a new product line coming out, if you have a new product that's in an existing line coming out, right? If a spring catalog's come out, you're excited about that. So by default, it's new, you're excited, your subscribers should be excited. And as long as you tell them that, you've answered the question, why now? Why is this important for you to interrupt me now? Well, because it's new. Oh, okay, that makes sense, right? Huge announcement is a great subject line if you have a huge announcement, especially if it's something new. Could also be a great announcement if you're having a massive sale. A sale is another reason why it's, totally reasonable to send someone an email and say, hey, you should buy this. Well, why should I buy it now? Oh, because it's on sale. That makes sense, right? Millions of Americans buy stuff, and I say Americans, millions of people online buy stuff from deal of the day sites all the time that they have no use for, right? Why now? Well, because it's Groupon and it's on sale today. Oh, well, makes sense, so I'll buy it, right? I'll buy it because it's on sale, it's a great deal. If I pass it up, maybe sometime in the future, I'll need this thing, need or want, and I'll feel foolish because at one point I had the opportunity to acquire it at a discount. I chose not to, so I'm going to pay the penalty of buying it now. So why now? It's on sale is a great reason for why now. If it's limited or exclusive, that's also triggering another psychological little landmine for a lot of people. Limited quantity or exclusivity, you're talking about potentially taking something away from someone before they have it, taking away the ability for them to ever own it or acquire it. And then is it timely? Is it in the news? Right? Is there something relevant in the news talking about this that they're more aware of something or a need for something or a problem that you have the solution to? Then that is a great reason to talk about something now. So question number 1, why now? All right, why now? Let's move on to question number 2. Who cares? It's on sale. Who cares? Right? It's new. Who cares? It's in the news. Who cares? Right? If you can't answer this question to yourself, you have no way of conveying why they should care or speaking to the people who should or calling out to them directly in your sales copy or your email copy. So think about it like this. Who would be affected the most by having or not having this? So who would be positively affected the most by having it? Who would be negatively affected the most by having it or not having it? I'm sorry. So who would be positively affected the most by having it or not having it? That's pretty simple, right? If you're a mattress company and you decide, hey, I'm running a sale or I have a new mattress. Let's go there. I have a new mattress line specifically for people who are suffering from back pain. All right, so who cares? Well, I'm going to send it out to my entire list because it's excitement, it's something new. Well, who should care? Maybe a lot of people should care, but specifically people who have back pain and are waking up with a sore back. All right, do you see how we're starting to be able to write some email copy? I know for me, I'm already writing emails in my head for this new mattress line that helps people who are suffering from back pain. because I'm starting to answer these questions. I know why I'm talking about it right now and why they should allow me to interrupt them. I know why someone should care. Now I need to know how to talk to them. So let's move on to question number 3. Why should they care? Now, you may say, how is this different from the first question? And here's the answer. You can't expect people to connect the dots. It's your job as an email marketer, and really as a marketer, to connect the dots for people, right? So attention people with back sufferers, or I'm sorry, attention people with back pain, new mattress, this new mattress has been clinically proven to dramatically increase back pain because of this, this, and this. Can you imagine what it's like to wake up in the morning pain-free? Right? Now, whether or not you can say that from a claim or a legality standpoint, I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing here. But we need to start painting a picture and connecting the dots for our subscribers. If we know why it's important to email them now, and we know who should care, then we need to start to paint the picture of why they should care. What does their life look like before? Are you tired of waking up every morning, struggling to get out of the bed because your lower back hurts so bad that you can feel it in your toes? Can you imagine what it would be like? Can you even remember a time when you woke up without that pain? Good news. Last week we, after months of trying, we acquired a new hot product on the market, the Back Pain No More 5000 mattress, which is a terrible name for a mattress. And it's clinically proven to reduce back pain by up to 75%. Now, if you're suffering from back pain, if you said, I want to remember what that feels like, then you need to come into the store and see this. Not only do we have it, but it's, because it's a new product in the store, we're giving an additional 15% off or 20% off, or, we've got approval from the manufacturer to sell at the lowest price of the season. Whatever it is, we've answered some pretty big questions. If I happen to be a back sufferer, I probably would have opened the email because you're excited about it. I definitely would have engaged because you're talking to me, and now you've painted a picture and you've gotten me started to think about, what is it like to wake up in the morning without back pain? Could this mattress really do that for me? I don't know. Now, here's where the next question comes in the sequence. How can you prove it? How can you prove that this new mattress does what you say it does? Well, that's where the social proof we talked about in the types of copy that you need to go out and find, right, to repurpose what's already working. If you have case studies, if you have any science or research, if you have testimonials, feedback, or reviews from proven buyers, from real buyers, now is the time to leverage it. So if you can say, here's why this is important right now, here's who should care, here's why they should care, and here's proof that whatever I'm talking about does what I say it does. And it's not just me, it's proof from other people. Then the sales copy is going to write itself. These emails are going to start to put themselves together. If you're answering each of these questions at different segments in your email copy, people are going to start engaging with your emails. Right? You're doing a lot of the work of the movement down that customer journey because you're asking the questions you're answering the questions that they're asking, whether they realize it or not. All right?